Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. How are you today? Okay, so today we are going to talk about songs. Okay, let's open our meeting today with reading Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so the first is definitions of songs. Do you know what is definitions of songs? Okay, so definition of songs. Song is a single and often standalone work of music intended to be sung by the human voice with distinct and fixed features and patterns, using sounds and silence and a variety of forms that often include the repetitions of sections. And there's other definitions. That other definition of songs is a song is a compositions of tone or voice in sequence, combinations and temporal relations to produce musical compositions that has unity and continuity. Okay, so from the two definitions we can conclude that a song is a work of music intended to be sung by the human voice with distinct and fixed features and pattern, using sounds and silence to produce a musical composition that has unity and continuity. Okay, so the next is social function of songs. The first is to entertain the listeners. As we know, songs is make us entertain. When we listen to a song, we can feel something that make us entertain. The second, to teach moral value through the lyric of songs. So songs is not only to entertain us, but it also gives us moral value through the lyric of songs. And the third is to provide a way of managing the relationships between our public and private emotional life. The fourth is to express personal feelings and cultural values. Sometimes someone creates or listens to a song that describes their feelings. For example, when they are feel sad, they will listen or create sad songs. And also, sometimes people make a song that contains cultural values from their country or their regions. And the fifth is to give someone to not only share their emotion with others, but also to have an emotional connection that just can't be experienced in any other way. So the next is general structure of songs. The first is intro. The introduction establishes melodic or rhythmic related to the main body of the songs. So the intro is establishes melodic or rhythmic related to the main body of songs. So when the song is about sad story, and then the intro of the song will be sad melodic or sad rhythmic. The second is verse, is the section of the song structure that tells the story. The third is chorus of refrain. A chorus is the summary of the song's story. So a chorus is the main part of the songs. The fourth is break. A break is actually a brief pause or pause for the core melody within a song, used to add further dimension and excitement. And the next is break. This is the part of the songs that shift. It can be suddenly changed tempo or volume or instruments. The last is outro or coda. This is the end of the road for the songs. So the last part of the songs is outro or coda. So the next is figure of speech. The first is metaphor. Metaphor is comparing two things that are not alike to suggest that they actually have something in common. For example, time is a thief or her hair was silk. The second is simile. Simile is compares two things using like or as. For example, my love is like a red rose. The third is hyperbole. Hyperbole is a dramatic language, big exaggerations, usually with humor. For example, that math homework took me a million years to finish. The fourth is personifications. Personification is an object appear like a person. For example, the wind whispers, or the snowflakes dance in the wind. And the last is alliterations. Alliterations is the repetitions of the same beginning sound in a series of words. For example, Peter Parker picked a pack of pens punctually. Okay, so the next is language features of songs. The first is lyrics are written in first, second, or third person given on the specific perspective you choose. Oftentimes, points of views change in lyrics, but only when we need it. The second, they use rhythmic words. Usually, songs use a familiar, catchy tune and rhyme. The third is they use alliterations. It is a stylistic device in which with a number of words having the same first consonant sounds occur close together in a series. For example, that I have told you, Peter Parker picked a pack of pens punctually. Okay, the next, some songs use poetic devices such as figure of speech and imagery. While songs can paint a vivid picture since they are longer mediums, imagery can be found in just a single sentence as well. For example, his blue eyes were as bright as the sun's. Blue eyes the sky, but soft as silk. And the last is, some songs use amusing word play and slang language. A word play is the manipulations of language with the intent to amuse verbal wit. And a slang language is a kind of language consisting of variety in formal word or phrase. For example, gonna, wanna, ain't, or etc. Okay, so after the explanation that I have told you, now I want you to listen to these songs. This song is Bruno Mars songs. The title is Count on Me. And then identify the generic structure of the songs, the figure of speech of the songs, and then the moral value of the songs.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, you can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
The figure of speech of these songs is hyperbola. We can see it from the verse until the outro or coda. This song actually use a dramatic language, big exaggeration usually with humor. So we can conclude that these songs, the figure of speech of these songs is hyperbola. The moral value of these songs are: the first, true friends is someone who cares about you no matter what. Then he or she willing to help you out from your problems. The second, we have to be ready to give a help when our friends feeling helpless. And the third is, if you rely on a friends, then you have to be a person can be relied on. Please do this exercise. Okay, maybe just this from me. That's all for today. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.